Okay, let's do the next question on the circles for standard 10th. Here we had finished till yes 7th question. Now let's look into the question number 8. In question number 8, he has given ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and AB is parallel to CD. AB is also diameter. AB is also diameter. That is one property also. AB is diameter also. So we will use the property of diameter. What is the property of diameter? Diameter divides the circle into two equal halves, and each half is a semicircle. An angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So we have to use that property also. He has given you angle BED as 65 degree in the figure. He has given you parallel lines. So parallel line property will be used. He has given you also the cyclic quadrilateral. So cyclic quadrilateral property. He will give you the hints in the question itself. Like the first thing he has said, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. If he says ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, that means he wants you to use the property of cyclic quadrilateral. And what is the property of cyclic quadrilateral? The opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. That is the property we will have to use somewhere. Now he has also given AB is parallel to CD. That means I will somewhere or the other use the property of parallel lines. That parallel lines, if the two parallel lines are cut by a third line, they make alternate angles equal. That is possible. And also he has given you that AB is diameter. That is of course the property of semicircle. Angle in a semicircle is right angle. Now I have colored the angles which we have to find. What is given is already written. Angle BED is 65. So I will also say that angle BAD will be also 65. Angle BAD will be equal to angle BED will be equal to 65 degree. This angle will be also 65 degree. Why will be this angle 65 degree? Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Same segment. Same segment. Angles in the same segment of circle are equal. Angles in the same segment. Now again to explain to you this segment portion, just look at the chord DB. The chord DB is dividing the circle into two segments. The chord BD is dividing circle into two segments, and DAB and DEB are going to be equal, or BED and BAD are going to be the same, because these two triangles have got the same base BD and their vertices are lying on the circumference of the circle, on the same side of the chord, on the same side of the chord, not on the opposite side. They are on the same side. E as well as A are on the same side of the chord. So they become angles in the same segment of a circle, which I have written BAD is equal to BED is equal to 65. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Alright. Now I have to use the property that AB is diameter. AB is diameter. AB is diameter. So what I will say is, if AB is the diameter, then what I will say that angle ADB will be 90 degree. Angle ADB will be 90 degree. Angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. Let me make it with another color. This angle is 90 degree. This angle has come out to be 90 degree. Now this angle has come out to be 90 degree. So what are we going to do now? We have got this angle is 90, this angle is 65. I can calculate the third angle. I can calculate the third angle of the triangle DBA. Now angle DBA. Angle DBA will be 180 minus 90 plus 65. I always told you in this case what we should do is we subtract from 90 65 directly, because 180 minus 90, 90 is gone. The sum of the remaining two angles should be 90, because it becomes simpler for you. I think it will become 25. It will become 25 degree. So this angle comes out to be 25 degree. This angle comes out to be 25 degree, and if this angle comes out to be 25, automatically angle CDB will come out to be 25 as well. Why? Because these are alternate angles. These are alternate angle. What will we say? Angle C, he wants BDC. Angle BDC, angle BDC will be equal to angle DBA will be 25 degree. What are these? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. So what we did in this uh, seventh we had done. Yes, seventh I had explained to you. Now in the eighth question what I have done is that first property which I used was angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. A BD was the base. On the base BD, two triangles are formed in the segment DAB and DEB. Both angles will be equal. This is 65. This will be 65. Now these are 65, 65, and we said this angle will be 90. Angle ADB will be 90. Angles in this angle in a semicircle is always a right angle. Once we have got this 90, this 65, so this will be obtained by 90 minus 65, that is 90 minus 65 will give us 25. 90 minus 60 will give 30, 30 minus 5 is 25. Then what will happen is that we will get the alternate angles. We will get the alternate angles. Angle CDB will be the same as DBA, 25 degree. It will become 25 degree. Let's see question number 9. In question number 9, I have done something already to show you clearly. A triangle ABC is inscribed in a circle. A triangle ABC is inscribed in a circle. That means the triangle is inside the circle, or you can say a circle is circumscribing a triangle. A circle is circumscribing a triangle. One and the same thing, whichever way you want to say it. But he's saying a triangle is inscribed. Inscribed means inside. Inscribed in a circle, and AP, BQ and CR are the bisectors of the angle ABC, which meet at the circumcircle they meet at the circumcircle of the triangle at point PQ and R. I must say it is also a circumcircle because it is passing through ABC, so it is a circumcircle of the triangle. So that is why he is saying the bisectors of angle A, B and C meet at point PQR at the circumference of the circumference of the circle at point PQR. Alright. Now he wants you to prove three things rather. ABC is double of angle APQ. ABC, angle ABC is double of angle APQ. First of all, what I have done is because these are all the bisectors. These are all bisectors. So I have written angle A into two parts, A by 2 because AP is the bisector. Similarly, BQ is the bisector, so I have written B by 2. Similarly, I have written here angle C by 2 because CR is the bisector. I have to find angle, I have to say that angle ABC is double of angle AP Q. APQ. Now I would say in the figure that angle APQ will be equal to angle ABQ, will be equal to B by 2. Same segment. Same segment. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. I'll show you how the segment is there. I'll hash the, for your convenience, I will show you which arc is there. You see, this is the arc which I am hashing with yellow color. This arc AQ subtends angle ABQ as well as angle APQ. So both these angles are going to be equal. Both these angles are going to be B by 2. So this angle is actually B by 2. This angle is B by 2. And what do we have to say? ABC is double of APQ. ABC is how much? Angle ABC is how much? Angle ABC is B. And angle APQ is how much? B by 2. So, angle ABC is double of angle APQ. That is the first thing we had to prove. That is the first thing we had to prove. ABC is double of APQ. ABC is double of APQ. The another thing which we have to do is same way, exactly the same way. I'll take another color. No, let me take green. What we have to prove is that ACB, which is ACB, ACB is this. ACB is double of APR. Where is APR? A, P, R. A, P, R. ACB is double of angle APR. No, ACB is double of angle APR. It's okay. Now I would say that angle is this arc AR, the arc AR subtends angle APR at the circumference, also angle ACR at the circumference. APR and ACR are equal. ACR and APR are equal, and both are equal to what? ACR is how much? C by 2 is C by 2. Again, same property, same segment. Now let us see what is the relation. He's saying ACB. What is ACB? ACB is as ACB is C and APR is C by 2. So angle ACB is double of angle APR. Double of angle APR. These are results. Let me ABC is double of, okay, and similarly here I can. So these are the two results which we have got. Now the third one, QPR. We have to get the third result, QPR. Let's see what is QPR. He says this we had got as a how much? C by 2. Now he says angle QPR, which is QPR. Let's see this QPR. QPR is 90 minus half BAC. Now let me see what is QPR. QPR is angle QPR is actually sum of two angles B by 2 plus C by 2. B by 2 plus C by 2. We know, what do we know? We know that A plus B plus C is 180 degree. The sum of the angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. Sum of the angles of a triangle is always going to be equal to 180 degree. So if I divide all of them by 2, what will I get? A by 2 plus B by 2 plus C by 2 is equal to 180 by 2, that is 90. B by 2 plus C by 2 will be how much? 90 minus A by 2. So QPR, angle QPR will be 90 minus half of angle A. And what was it? Half of angle BAC. Angle A is BAC only. QPR is 90 minus half of angle BAC. Half of angle BAC. So we have written it that way. In the form he wants. Leave the answer in the form the question is being asked. The way question is asked, leave the answer in the same manner. Leave the answer in the same manner. And the last question for today would be this. He has given you a circle in which ABP and ADQ are straight lines, PCD and BCQ are straight lines. He has given you, he has not said prove this is equal to this, he says find the value of XYZ. If it is given, then find the value of XYZ. He wants you to find the value of XYZ if it is given. It is not proved. Nothing to be proved here. He has given you if this is given, find X, Y and Z. Now you know very well when the ratios are given equal, they are going to be equal to a constant. They are going to be equal to a constant. Let me assume this is equal to K. Let us assume this is equal to K. That means X is equal to 3K, Y is equal to 4K and Z is equal to 5K. This is what you get. X is equal to 3k, Y is equal to 4k, and Z is equal to 5k. Now let me choose another color and show you something in the figure. Now if this is X, this angle is going to be X. Why? Why is this angle? Because these are vertically opposite angles. These are vertically opposite angles. Also, this is Y, this is X, then this will be X plus Y. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angle. Similarly, this is Z, this is X, it will be X plus Z. I'll be writing all this to show you. Okay, so we'll write what we have done just now. We will say angle BCP, angle BCP, angle BCP, angle BCP is equal to angle QCD is equal to X vertical angles. A pair of two straight lines cut each other, then they make vertical angles equal. They make vertical angles equal. Then once we have made this, I would say that angle ABC will be X plus Y. Exterior angle of a triangle. Exterior angle of triangle PBC. Okay, I make it more clear by writing the triangle also, name of the triangle, so that you understand which triangle am I talking about and which of which triangle this is the exterior angle. Similarly, I would say that ADC will be X plus Z, exterior angle of triangle QCD, exterior angle of the triangle QCD. Now ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. That is the property which we have been repeating. The opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So angle ABC plus angle ADC will be equal to 180 degree. Supplementary means if the sum of the two angles is 180 degree, they are called supplementary angles. What is the value of ABC? X plus Y. What is the value of ADC? X plus Z is equal to how much? 180 degree. Now here you get the value. Okay. Now let us, we'll get 2x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree. What is the value of x? 3k, 6k it will become, plus 4k plus 5k. We put the value of x, y and z in terms of a constant k, because the ratios were given equal. If the ratios are equal, they are going to be equal to something, let's say constant k. Let us take constant k and we calculated x, y, z in terms of the constant k, and then we put all these values like 6k plus 4k plus 5k, that is 15k is equal to 180 degree. So k will be 180 upon 15, that is 12. The value of k comes out to be 12. 180 divided by 15 will be 12. 12 divided by 15. 15 ones are 15, 52s are 30. So x was how much? X was 3k. X was 3k. So 3 into 12, it will be 36 degree. The value of x is 36 degree. Y was how much? Y was 4k. So 4 into k is 4 into 12, that is 48 degrees. And Z was how much? 5k. 5 into 12 was 60 degree. So we've got all the values. We've got x, we've got y, we have got z. We have got the value of x, y and z. We wanted the value of x, y and z from this figure. We use the property that if three ratios or any number of ratios are given equal, they should be always put equal to a constant, and then like here x, y, z were given, x upon 3 is equal to y upon 4 is equal to z upon 5. Then we said, let's say it is equal to k. It is equal to k. Then find x, y, z. So we said x is equal to 3k, y is equal to 4k, and z is equal to 5k. Then we use the property here in the figure. We said this angle BCP is equal to angle DCQ. Both are x. This is x. This is x, because these are vertically opposite angle. Then we use the property of the exterior angle of a triangle. The sum of the exterior angle is always equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. So we got this angle B as x plus y. Similarly, we got the angle D as x plus z. And then we said B plus D should be equal to 180 degree, because opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Once we got that, x plus y, x plus z is 180 degree, 2x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree. We put the value of x, y and z in terms of k. Once we got the whole equation in terms of single variable k or single constant k, we got the value of k, which came out to be 12. Then x, y, z all were given in terms of k, so we calculated the value of k. That will do the work for today. That will do the work for today. Thank you.